everyone, I hope you're doing well. Thank you for clicking on my video. Today I'm going to be cash planning $618 from my second paycheck in the month of June. So before I get started, I do just want to give a background on myself. I'm a 23-year-old mom and wife. I have a toddler and I've been married for almost 2 years. I do work full-time and we are adult income household, but I'll primarily just be planning and stuffing my own paychecks on this channel. The other heads up I want to give is that this 618 is not my entire paycheck. I do leave some of my money in my bank account because I just prefer to buy groceries and gas on our card, emergency fund, debt payments, a few other savings things, and just a buffer. We just prefer to leave those in our bank account. So this is everything that's left over after leaving that buffer, and setting aside some money for our current month bills, things along those lines. These bills listed here are bills that I'm a month ahead on, and I will just be planning for those and trying to stay a month ahead basically. So that's another update I have. I think in the first video I posted, I was only a month ahead on car insurance. A good amount of stuff has changed since then, and we've been able to just go ahead and get ahead on pretty much all of our bills, and that's thanks to a commission check that my husband got. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this video. I'm drinking on a cinnamon roll iced coffee. Ugh, I should have made that sweeter. Oh my gosh, hold on. I just tried to add some more creamer to this. That's better. Okay, I'm using the cinnamon roll creamer from Aldi. I try to switch up my coffee flavors each week. If you're into coffee or have any other like comfort drink that you like to drink on, like whether it be tea or smoothies, anything else, feel free to comment what your fave is at the moment. So I have my calculator and we will start with this binder. This purple one is my main binder that houses like my main sinking funds. So I'm kind of going to go out of order here because we start with household, but really I want to start with the month ahead bills and just get those situated first. I have quite a few updates actually because it's been about 2 weeks now since I filmed my first cash stuffing, but it took me 2 weeks to edit it, and then I was just sitting around going back and forth on whether or not I should actually post it and if I was like ready to take that step and be on YouTube. So yeah, it took me 2 weeks to do that, and then I got that posted and then I got paid again. So yeah, a lot changed in 2 weeks. I went ahead and switched out the scrapbook paper that I had as inserts, and I made myself some inserts on Canva. I was just holding off on doing that because colored ink was not really something that we had, and I did not want my inserts to be black and white. I wanted them to be cute and colorful and fun, so I did go ahead and switch out some things. Other thing I'll point out is Tides was a category I was cash stuffing previously, but we decided to just keep that in our bank account as well. So that's something you probably won't be seeing in my videos anymore. And then this is the new section I added for month ahead. This was not here last time, but each of my month ahead bills, I also made some little challenges for myself to just make sure I'm staying on track. Each icon will be worth whatever amount I set, and the total will add up to 1 month's worth of that bill. Okay, so since I have rent listed first, and it's important to keep a roof over your head, I will start with rent because, to be honest, this will probably always take most of the paycheck. So I feel like it would be ideal if I could mark at least half of these each paycheck, but I'm not going to be able to do that this time around. Yeah, there's 14, so half would be 7, and obviously that's not gonna work too well today. So just so we still have other money to work with and budget other bills, I think I'm just gonna do like 400 for rent. Really, I'll do 450. So yeah, I don't know if we'll be able to make it through every single category today. That's kind of a pattern I feel like with me. Sometimes when cash stuffing, I just have to spread my money a bit thin, and it feels like I'm not always able to get each of my category included in the budget, but it's fine because there's just certain things that are more important at the moment than others. So if I have to give all my money to bills, then so be it. Car insurance is next. Also, you'll notice I wrote due dates on here, like what I'm saving up for. So car insurance, I am a month ahead on it, but it's a little different than the other bills I'm saving up for. So I have June car insurance in our bank account. This is July car insurance right here, and I don't have the full amount needed quite yet. 1, 20, 40, 60, 65, 70, 75. So first I want to get this taken care of before I start on July. So we're gonna need 25 for sure, so that we can make that July payment for car insurance. And then I will also go ahead and get myself started on August car insurance as well. So we'll do one icon. So that's 20 for August, 25 for July. That'll put us at $45 for car insurance. And I completely forgot I even whipped out this calculator. I'm just over here rambling off numbers. Like, let's make sure we have money to work with. How about that? Okay, 123. I don't know if you can even see that, but with the 2 categories I just did, we have 123 left. In the future, I definitely plan on buying one of those cuter, like colorful calculators, but I told myself that I need to keep up with this cash stuffing and YouTube for at least a month, stay consistent, and then if I'm able to do that, I'll allow myself to buy all the extra things like the cash tray, the dice, the cute pins, cute paper clips, the calculators, all that stuff. But sometimes I have a habit of getting really interested in something, going all in, and then I just shift interests, shift hobbies. So I don't want to go into this and just buying a bunch of stuff that I don't necessarily need if it's not something I'm going to stick with. So basically, if you still see me posting and it's after July 15th, that means that I kept up with this for over a month, and at that point I will probably start going ahead and purchasing some new things for myself to make my videos a bit more aesthetic. But hey, a calculator is a calculator and it's doing what it needs to do. So electric, we're gonna go down here, try to do at least maybe 2 in each category. I'll go with 30. I don't know, maybe next paycheck will be better. Sometimes my job also gives bonuses, so you never know when I might get a bonus and we might be able to really go ahead and build even more of a buffer on our bills. I'm so grateful to now be a month ahead because that's something I've been working towards for such a long time, and then things kept happening where I would save up little by little in each bill category to try to get to a month ahead, and then something would happen and we'd have to like spend that money before I could fully get a month ahead. And that's one of the more frustrating things about saving, is it feels like you get something saved up and then something happens and you immediately have to spend what you saved. I'm just so grateful to now have that month ahead buffer, and it's June and I'm saving up for August. Like, that is so new to me. I've never been in that position before, so I'm loving it, and that's what made me decide to go ahead and just make this little bills category of my binder. So I just wanted to separate our current month bills from the bills that are like a little further out, just so I have my money organized and I know exactly what's going to what. We're now at the point where we have $93 left that we're budgeting from, but I am hoping that I can put at least something in each category today, so I'll try my best. Okay, so anyway, T-Mobile is not like a super large bill for us, and honestly, it's not a bill I always budget for because it's not super huge. Like rent, car insurance, and electric are kind of a bit on the larger side for us. So that's something I'm always trying to be aware of. I mean, you want to be aware of all your bills, even the tiny ones. That's why I made a subscriptions envelope as well, because this combines all of our subscriptions together, and we really don't have a whole lot of subscriptions. We tried to cut back on those to just save money. Anything that was unnecessary, like we don't have Netflix, no Hulu, and I call those unnecessary, but then I do have Amazon Prime. But personally, I love Amazon Prime. So honestly, I don't plan on getting rid of Prime, and you can watch movies and stuff with Amazon Prime. So I stand by that. That's included in the subscriptions. We also have Angel TV, a streaming service. Definitely check it out if you haven't. Our what is it called? The tier that we have, or the pricing for Angel, is only $6.99 a month. I absolutely love the show Miracles on Angel, and I low-key am talking way too much. Like, I'm forgetting to even do my budget. So I'm just gonna put 5 in subscriptions, because this is multiple things in one. And also, subscriptions is not something I've ever really budgeted for, but I figured it's probably smart to just do so, even if it is something small, like a $6.99 a month payment. Am I keeping up with what I'm writing? I'm not. The calculator and me are not on the same page. $83 left. If you want to see me actually stuff these categories and actually put my savings challenges I made to use, be sure to check out my cash stuffing video that I plan on posting. Most likely it'll be next Tuesday. I think that's my plan, is just to post a video every Tuesday, and then I wanted to start doing freebie Fridays, and of course those will go up on Fridays whenever I'm able to and have extra money to do those. Oh wait, wrong binder. Whoops, that was my freebie Friday binder, but I meant to stay in this one and get to the sinking fund categories. Sorry if this video ends up being way too long. I feel like I have tendencies to yap a lot about nothing, and I definitely have a one-track mind, so I have trouble multitasking. I'm actually gonna start with baby first, since that's how it's listed here. So baby necessities, this could be anything from diapers, wipes, sippy cups, bottle brush cleaners, like literally anything that I plan on buying for my daughter that is a need, and I just don't need her to go without. So currently I am stocked up pretty well on diapers and wipes. There's $5 in here, and my mom is the reason I'm stocked up so well on diapers. She literally visited earlier this month and brought me like 3 different boxes of diapers. So for this entire month, I haven't had to spend a single dollar on diapers. And since I'm so far ahead and we haven't even finished any of those boxes yet, I just want to start saving up early for diapers. So I'm going to add another 5 to this, just little by little, because I'm so far ahead on diapers. And sorry, once again, I'm rambling and doing like not enough budgeting. But I say all that to say that I have a baby necessities envelope that lumps in all of her necessities. But I feel like I should make a whole separate thing for diapers, because that's really the main expense. Okay, daycare. I'll just do one icon. I don't think I talked about this at all in my last video, but my daughter goes to daycare 3 days out of the week, Monday through Wednesday, and I work from home, so I have her with me the other days. So I'm ahead on daycare, and the amount of money I have saved up right now will carry us through till July 24th, which is why you saw that as the due date. So I'm just gonna try to just build as much of a buffer as I can. One other thing I realized I forgot to explain back when I was in this section. I said earlier that I was a month ahead, paid July bills, and that I was trying to save up for August, but then on my subscriptions I have a July due date. This due date really does not matter. Because like I was saying, the subscriptions that we have, I feel like the amounts are so small. They're never anything that I've actually ever budgeted for in the past, but I thought, you know, maybe it would be smart to begin budgeting for them. So I just set my due date for July before all of the subscription due dates hit. But really, this due date doesn't mean much. I just made that up. If I don't reach this by the due date, it's truly fine, but I will do my best to reach it by the due date. I think it's only like $30 or $35 total. household essentials, toothpaste, deodorant, and whatnot. I also keep a buffer on my, like in my checking account, so I guess if I don't ever have enough in household, I can also feel free to use my buffer. I mean, the buffer is really for anything. If we want to go out to eat, if we need to grab deodorant, don't have enough in the envelope, for fun. And me and this calculator, it's really kind of useless at this point, but I probably should keep up with what I'm doing. I'm just going based on icons and stuff. So I had $83 left. Minus 5, minus 5, minus 15. 58. Okay. I'm gonna use the calculator. I don't know why it's so hard for me to just use the calculator. So this weekend I'm filming this is Father's Day weekend. Most likely I will use our checking account buffer to order gifts and whatnot, but I think I'm gonna put a higher amount in here than typical. Let's see what this gives us. So I just did minus 20. I think I'm okay with that because really nothing major is happening. I don't know, I'll make sure something goes in these, but I guess what I'm trying to say is nothing urgent is truly coming up to where I feel fine with putting a higher amount in for fun. I have actually never been able to put anything in my Christmas envelope this entire time, and I started cash stuffing like 2 or 3 months ago, and Christmas has literally never been filled. So now is my chance because we still have like $38. I feel like ideally for Freebie Fridays, I could leave myself like 20. We can at least mark off one tree. That's fine, I think. Minus 5. So we probably are gonna be kind of limited for future plans and future splurge to maybe just do like 5 each. I don't want to ever do like less than 5 in an envelope. So that would leave us with 23 if I put 5 in both future splurge, future plans. 5 and 5. 23 is a good number. I mean, ideally, I would be able to play Freebie Friday with more than that, but it just is what it is. This is what we have to work with. Into these two, my savings challenge binders. I just realized I'm missing a challenge. $500 challenge. I really have not been giving this challenge the love that it needs. And this is, I think, the challenge I've been doing for the longest. Saves 500 total. I started this back in April. I was doing pretty good. In May, I put $5, and then I literally went from May 13th to June 17th before I put anything else in there again. Why am I not trying to finish this challenge? If I just knock this out, I can reallocate so many funds to so many different areas. It would be great. I decided that I'm just gonna have to bite the bullet and accept the fact that I cannot do a $20 Freebie Friday this week if I want to stuff every single challenge. So I came up with, let's just do 15 in Freebie Friday. So we started with 23 minus 15, so that leaves us with $8 to try to stuff into the other categories, which is fine because these are smaller challenges relatively, kind of. So I'm still gonna have to do an IOU for the $500 saving challenge no matter what, because the largest or the smallest number I can stuff in here without an IOU is 7. But if I do that, that leaves me with just $1 left, and I have these challenges I want to put something in. So I'm gonna do 6 to the $500 saving challenge. Okay, regroup. I'm sorry, regroup again. I'm so sorry. Let's switch binders. So over here, this is a new binder I did not have in my first video. This is where I'm gonna keep all my Freebie Fridays. I completed this challenge after I recorded my last video a couple weeks ago. And this was a challenge I actually had started a while back, but I just didn't include it in my first video because I wasn't sure if I really was gonna do savings challenges or not. But then I ended up completing the challenge and I thought it was the cutest thing ever. I downloaded it from Two Sister Bees. I think it's called a Ko-fi or a Ko-fi, I don't know. But it was a freebie. The money is spent, but I wanted to show you guys what I did. I completed it on June 9th. And I also made this myself on Canva, a little fully funded thing. So I've just had that sitting there. And then these are the other freebies I downloaded from Toria's Budgets, Bookish Mama Budgets, Toria's Budgets, Savvy Girl Saves. Oh, and this is the save the date that I want to do. I made this myself on Canva. I thought save the date seemed fun, and ever since I finished this savings challenge, it just kind of gave me a boost I needed, and I became like obsessed with savings or saving challenges. We got to do Freebie Friday. We have to do as many challenges as we can and make this as fun as possible. This is every Thursday because my paychecks, I get paid like a bit early. Mine don't come on Fridays. They usually come Wednesdays or Thursdays. So I just picked Thursday as my date. So I wanted to go ahead and get a head start on July. So I'm going to put 2 towards this. I wanted to show you guys what I completed, and I wanted to show you this that I made because I just think it's so cute. But anyway, I have other challenges back here, so we will do one of these in its place. Oh, once again though, this is Michael's scrapbook paper. I might have switched out my inserts, but I did not switch out the binder. I did not switch out the binder to binder deco. Binder decor. What is going on? So we have $6 left that could either go into the minis or the $500 savings challenge or both. So initially what I was doing with my minis, and if you don't know what I'm referring to these. I was doing these with rollover money. So if I went shopping, whatever was left, I was just using rollover money for that. But really, that's just gonna take me forever because, I just choked because a bulk of my spending is still done on card, like groceries and gas. So it's not always very, I guess, common for me to have a whole bunch of rollover money. So it's taken me a second to get through all of these. So I will still use rollover money towards this, but I also thought we could get through this a bit faster if I just start budgeting for it as well. So I put this IOU here because I completed these 2 challenges, and then these 2, the slots that I have left to complete them, I need $15 here. This is very unorganized. I apologize. Sorry if the angle changed a bit. My phone is gonna die again. Every time I go to film anything, whether it's a short or when I was filming my last cash stuffing, and then even this, my phone is just always dead. What was I doing? What was I planning for? So we're gonna do $1 in the minis, and we're gonna do $5 here, brings our budget to 0. So we'll need an IOU of at least 2. So then that way I can mark off the 7. Okay. And this video is way longer than I expected. After I edit it, I don't know what it'll be at, but right now I'm looking and it's at 35 minutes, and that's just insane. So $1 in the minis, $5 in the $500 challenge. Got the balance to 0 for zero-based budgeting. And then I'm just gonna come up with my denominations and bill breakdown off camera because obviously I've done too much. If this is too long, try my best to edit it down as much as possible. But if this is a relatively long video and you're still here, or even if it's a shorter video and you watched till the end, thank you so much, because I know I'm new to this, and I promise everything will get better as I continue. The calculators will get cuter, the setup will get cuter, all the things. Be sure to tune in to my Freebie Friday video, my cash stuffing video, and don't forget to comment down below what your favorite comfort drink is at the moment. Thanks so much for watching. Hope you enjoy your day.